For this Thanksgiving, I am responsible for the side dishes. So today I'm making my vegetarian cornbread stuffing that is perfect for, if you have guests that are vegetarian, and it's a great side dish. So let's get started. For the first part, we're gonna saute some vegetables with a little bit of oil. I have my oil here. It's in medium heat. I'm gonna add in some chopped onions and some chopped celery. Saute this. We're looking at like maybe 5 to 7 minutes. We want this to be soft and translucent. So this is around 10 minutes later. My vegetables are now softened. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit more, and then saute that, and also some chopped thyme, fresh thyme. We're going to go ahead and give this another stir for like around 30 seconds and let this cool. While my vegetables are cooling, I'm going to make the filling, and for that I need a large bowl. I'm using the largest bowl I have because after the filling is ready, we're going to put the cornbread here, and we want to let it sit for a good 10-15 minutes so that it can soak up. But if you have a small bowl, it will be very difficult to fit them all in, so try to use the largest bowl you have. For the filling, I have a cup of half and half here, some vegetable stock, 2 eggs, salt, and just a little bit of black pepper. Okay, so we'll go ahead and give this a good whisk. So now the cornbread part. I am using a cornbread that I made myself. I made this yesterday. This is actually my favorite cornbread recipe. I learned this recipe from Food Network. There used to be a show called Farmhouse Rules. I don't know if that's still going on, but this is a really good cornbread recipe. She made it with corn, jalapeno, some cheddar. I love this. This is this makes a good 10-inch. You make this in a 10-inch cast iron skillet, and it's perfect for this cornbread stuffing because it already has so much stuff in it. You need a good 10 to 11 cups, maybe say 10 to 12 cups of cornbread. You can use your own if you have, or store-bought, or if you have like a guest who is gluten-free, you can use your own cornbread. This is my favorite one, and this is also on the blog if you wanted to get this one. One important thing is that you want to make sure that your cornbread is at least a day old so that it will be dry to soak up all the juices. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this up, cut it into cubes, and put it in here so that it will soak up all that good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out. A cornbread cut into small cubes, and my oven is preheating too right now. But if you decide to go with a freshly baked cornbread from your, from supermarket, or you're from bakery, you want to make sure it's a day old. And if it's not, you can dry it in a low heat, say 250 to 300 degree oven, just for say 10-15 minutes, so it will be dry enough to soak all of this liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and put them all in here. Okay, so I also have my veggies that are now cooled. I'm going to put that in here before I mix it all in. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and gently fold all of this in without breaking my cubed cornbread. Obviously, I want to make sure they're intact, but that they are all mixed in with the liquid. And we're going to let this sit for a good 10-15 minutes. That way it will have time to, get into all the cornbread. Okay, so now I have all of this mixed. Because it's kind of a tradition to put some green beans in here, I have a can of green beans that I rinsed. I'm going to put that in. If you want, you can use fresh, but you want to just slightly maybe steam them a little bit. You don't want them to be too crunchy raw. And for that reason I like the canned version, but it's up to you. So now we're gonna go ahead and mix those all in and let this sit for a good 15 minutes for it to soak. Okay, so it is 15 minutes later. My cornbread did soak all of those juices in. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it onto a casserole dish here. Okay, so I have it all in the casserole dish. I'm going to put that in a 400-degree oven. It is going to be there around 40 to 45 minutes. Guys, it is 45 minutes later and the kitchen smells amazing. This guy's ready. It looks delicious. It's gonna be hard to wait, but we're gonna let this cool for maybe another 20 to 30 minutes and we'll dig in. If you want to get the recipe, just go to foolproofliving.com and search for vegetarian cornbread stuffing. It's an easy stuffing recipe that you can make with your own cornbread or with a store-bought one. As you can see, it came out really nice and I'm sure it will be really good with turkey. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time.